How's it, everybody? Welcome back to a new episode of Game Nights. On today's show, we've got a returning guest, one of your favorites who hasn't been on in quite a while.
Hey everybody, it's Cassius Marsh, NFL defensive end. And I'm really excited to be back here on Game Nights. It's been way too long.
And we have a brand new guest on the show. She's never been here before, but you might recognize her from the Magic broadcast world.
What's cracking, everyone? I'm Ailey, also known as AliasV. You may know me from the commentary team for the Mythic Invitational, the Mythic Championships, and most recently, the World Championship. I stream 6 days a week on Twitch, and I also have a YouTube channel with tons of Magic content. And I'm really excited to be here for my first ever appearance on Game Nights.
So today we're playing with the brand new Commander pre-constructed decks that are themed around Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths.
I grew up watching the Godzilla movies, kaiju movies, and Ikoria looks like it's gonna have a ton of that theme. That sort of giant monster bash. I know I'm gonna have a blast playing them on the battlefield.
So the deck I chose is Gavi, Nest Warden. This deck is all about cycling. I get to cycle for free, which is crazy because a lot of cards have abilities tied to cycling. And on top of that, I get to make 2/2 cat dinosaurs, which are like the cutest tokens ever. Yeah, I said cute. NFL players think things are cute too.
So the deck I'm going to be playing is Kalamax the Stormsire. This deck is all about instants. So as long as Kalamax is tapped, you get to double up all your instant spells. Whenever you cast one of those, you're going to get 2 instead of 1. That's just extra value tacked on to every card you play. Plus the whole time, Kalamax keeps getting bigger. So I'm gonna wreck my opponents at the best time during their turn.
So my deck is Kathril, Aspect Warper. This strategy revolves around a new mechanic, ability counters. So usually we put 1/1 counters on creatures, but now we're able to put ability counters on, so we can give something Vigilance, Trample, Menace, Lifelink, Death Touch. This is gonna be build your own monster, and I cannot wait.
The deck I'm playing today is Otrimi, the ever playful. This deck features a brand new mechanic called Mutate, which lets me put my creatures onto my other creatures and mutate them together to make something even scarier than before. That means I'm gonna be creating some crazy monster mashups and bashing my opponents for a ton of damage.
Okay, I'm ready to play with the new Commander product. Let's do this.
All right, let's battle.
All right, let's play.
To the battlefield.
All right, welcome everyone to the table. First things first, we must reveal these awesome Ikoria Ultra Pro playmats.
Beautiful.
That's it right there.
Did it.
Alias, because it is your first time at the table, you know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Cash, would you like to do the honors?
Of course I would. I dub thee Sir Alias the Fifth.
Arise.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Welcome to Game Nights.
Only one may stand.
All right, everyone ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Play. I will start things off by drawing a card, and I will play a forest and pass to you, Alias.
I shall draw as per the rules, and I will play Scour Barrens, gain a life, pass to you.
All right, draw, play a Smoldering Crater tapped, and pass turn.
Okay,
Nice.
I will draw. I will play a mountain. Pass turn, Jimmy.
Tap Mountain.
Everyone else was tapping and I just, I don't know.
All right, I will draw for turn, and I will play a swamp and pass to you.
Untap. Draw. I will play Evolving Wilds, pass turn.
Untap, draw, play a island for turn, pass turn.
Okay, I will untap, I will draw, and then I will play a mountain, and I'll tap 2, and I'll play an Arcane Signet.
That's nice.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Josh has the first piece of ramp on the battlefield, and it's actually kind of important because he is the last player in the turn order. So this helps him catch up a little bit. Okay, I will draw for turn. I'll play a Sunken Hollow. I'll tap 3 and play the Trumpeting Gnar.
So here we get our first look at the brand new mechanic from Ikoria, Mutate. Jimmy's whole deck is built around that, and we know that his commander, next turn for 4 mana, can mutate onto this card, make him a 3/3, and then he's gonna have a 6/6 in play with a bunch of abilities. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit scary, which makes sense because monsters are usually scary. Those were trumpets, for anybody who did not know.
Those are very good, yes. On your end step, I'm gonna crack Evolving Wilds, go find a forest, and enters the battlefield tapped.
Great.
All right, untap and draw my card for turn. I'm gonna play a Swamp, and then I'm going to cast Abzan Charm.
Ooh.
I'm gonna draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. So I can play this card at instant speed, but I'm a little impatient, so I want to play it now. Draw 2 cards, go up to 8 in hand, and have to discard something because my commander cares about things in the graveyard. So I want to get this going as quickly as I can. Go down to 39. I'm gonna move to my end step.
On your end step, I'll tap 2 and cycle Vizier of Tumbling Sands. I will untap your Sunken Hollow, Jimmy.
Thanks, man. I won't forget it.
It's gonna make a huge difference in this game.
Draw my card. So I know that I'm losing out on some value here early in the game because my commander's not out there yet. But it's most important that I smooth out my early land drops in my hand. I will go to untap.
Hang on. I have 8 cards, so I need to discard. Discarding Hornet Queen.
Ooh.
That has Death Touch.
And flying.
Go for it.
Okay, untap and draw my card return. Play another island, and then I will tap 3 and play Rogrin Crystal.
That's cool.
Pretty good. This is a new cycle of mana rocks from this set, and they all tap for 3 colors of mana, and they have cycling. So it's a cycle of cycling cards.
And then I will pass my turn.
Okay, I will untap, I will draw. Okay, I'm going to float a red mana.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play Simic Growth Chamber, which will bounce the mountain that I tapped. And then I will add a blue and another red, and I will play Frantic Search. So I draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards, and I untap 3 lands.
Oof.
So the good thing about this card right now is I get to look at a couple extra cards out of my deck, smooth out my draws, and it's gonna untap that bounce land I just played, so I'll have mana held up for more instants I can play later. I'll discard Channeled Force and Artifact Mutation, and then I will untap 2 lands, because I don't have 3. And that's it. You can go, Jimmy.
Okay. I will untap and I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play Darkwater Catacombs, and I will tap 4 mana, and I'm going to mutate Otrimi the Ever Playful onto my Trumpeting Gnar.
Uh-oh.
So you're gonna put it on top, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be on top. It's gonna be a 6/6 with all of the abilities of both cards.
Wow.
Yikes.
That's pretty cool.
And that's gonna trigger its second ability whenever it mutates, and that'll create a 3/3 green beast creature token.
I recognize that beast.
Yeah.
Beast mode.
He looks good.
Mutate's a really cool mechanic. It's something we haven't seen before, and basically you can just dump a whole bunch of creatures onto one thing, make this massive thing that has every single ability, and because the other creature was already on the battlefield, Jimmy gets to attack this turn. So he's got so much power on the battlefield. It's crazy.
So obviously I can't attack the beast, Cassius, and he also untapped my land.
Yeah.
And well, whatever. Josh, I'm just swinging at you for 6.
Okay, I have no blocks. Ouch! And of course, Jimmy smacks me with it. Now, it is still Otrimi, so that is commander damage. I will take 6 and go to 34. So yeah, there's that whole Baron von Count thing. There's the Mindslaver stuff. Jimmy and I definitely have history, and looking at his board right now, looking at mine, I'm not liking how this is shaping up.
All right, that's gonna do it for my turn, and I'll pass it to you, Alias.
Alrighty, untap everything. Draw my card for turn. Alright, I'm gonna float a green, play Golgari Rot Farm, bounce Forest, and then I'm gonna cast Nyx Weaver.
Okay.
He's gonna be a decent blocker for me for the time being, but the important thing that it does is every upkeep it mills me for 2, gets things into my graveyard, which I really need for my commander. So it doesn't look super impressive, but over time, it's gonna get me some value. That's my turn, go for it.
On your end step, I will tap for a blue, and I will basic land cycle Ash Barrens. I will go find a Plains and put that in my hand.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, untap, and then I will draw for turn. I think it's time, guys.
Oh,
I'll cast my commander, Gavi Nest Warning.
nice.
Sweet.
So now my commander's on the board. I'm gonna be cycling, drawing cards, and just finding everything that I want to find. And on top of that, making a ton of tokens and having a board state. So I'm all set up, ready to go. The engine has started. And then I will cycle Desert of the True, draw a card.
Okay.
That'll trigger Gavi, and I will get a dinosaur cat token.
It's so cute! I don't care about cycling. Have you seen those cat tokens? They're so cute.
I feel like they did this on purpose. It is adorable.
It's like one of the cutest tokens ever created.
Yeah, it's pretty cute, I guess. I don't know. I'm more of a dog person.
It's so good.
I will pass my turn.
Okay, on your end step, I'm gonna pay a green and a blue. I'm gonna cast Growth Spiral.
Ah, nice.
So I'm gonna draw a card, and then I'm gonna put a land from my hand into play. It will be an Izzard Boilerworks, which will bounce my mountain back to my hand.
Yep.
And then I will untap, and I will draw. There's a 6/6 trample thingy over there.
I'm definitely swinging at you again.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm gonna tap 4, and I'm gonna play Kalamax the Stormsire. The ability to copy all the instant spells that I play is very, very strong. That's just free cards every time you play a card.
But it needs to be tapped in order for him to use its ability, which means, fortunately for us, that he can't do anything with it right now.
And then I'm going to tap for 1 and play a Soul Ring. What?
Okay.
So I played Arcane Signet, I Growth Spiral, put an extra land into play, and now I've got this Soul Ring. This means I have way more mana than all the other players at the table. This is gonna set me up really well moving into the mid game. I'm feeling great. And then I will pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap and draw for turn. All right, I'm gonna tap 4 and I'm gonna play Kazur, Ruthless Stalker.
Yikes.
Kazur has partnered with Ukima, Stalking Shadow. So I'm gonna go look through my library for that card and put it into my hand. This card is really good here because looking around the board, I don't really see anyone that can block my attacking army, which is great for me because they're gonna grow in size when they deal combat damage. And if they can't block me now, it's gonna be even harder for them to block me in the future as my creatures continue to grow and grow. I will go to combat. And Josh, I'm gonna swing at you again with the 6/6, and Alias, I'm gonna swing at you with the 3/3 token.
All right, I will take 3. Ow.
And then I don't want to block, so I will take 6 more. I'll go to 28, and now I have 12 commander damage from that thing.
Wow.
So it's turn 5, I've taken 12 damage, but more importantly, it's 12 commander damage. That thing has trample, it's a mutate deck, it's conceivable that he'll be able to pump it in some way, so I could be looking at death really, really soon, actually, if I'm not careful.
All right, that combat is gonna trigger Kazur, and both creatures are gonna get a +1/+1 counter.
Bloop, 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 bloop. So it's a 7/7 and a 4/4 now?
Yep.
So Jimmy's taking the early lead in this game, and he's picked a target. It's Josh. I'm just like kind of just watching them just beat each other up and just trying to stay out of the way right now.
And I'll pass turn to you.
All right, untap. At the beginning of my upkeep, next Weaver will trigger. Put the top 2 cards of my library into my graveyard.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw for turn, and then I'm gonna play Myriad Landscape tapped.
Okay.
And everyone's got things on the battlefield, so I think I'm gonna keep my Spooter here and pass turn.
All right, I will untap and draw.
So I pass the turn, I've got nothing to do, no permanents in my hand that I can play at this point. All I've got pretty much is a hand of removal, and I'm looking for something to remove.
I will cycle Rooting Moloch,
Oh, nice.
and it's free because of my commander.
That's cool.
And then I will draw. Okay, because I drew my second card, Gavi will trigger, and I will put a dinosaur cat into play.
Okay, they're pretty cute. It's cuter when there's 2 of them together. Actually, that's more scary when he's got more of them. I take that back.
And then I will cast Ispira, Supreme Judge.
Oh.
So you're gonna get a lot of benefits from this card. 2 things could happen. Either people aren't gonna attack you because they don't want you to draw cards, or people will attack you and you'll draw cards. Either way, I'm good, I'm happy. I will pass turn.
Oh, boy.
Sick. All right, well, I'm definitely not attacking you now.
I appreciate that though, you know, I really do.
Okay, I will untap, I will draw. So I'm really worried about Jimmy's commander because of that commander damage. Am I gonna just have to play and chump block with a bunch of stuff? That feels really bad. Maybe somebody will help me out. I have to attack with this thing. I want to block with it.
Oh yeah, it has to be tapped in order to use its ability.
Yeah, but I don't want to just be open up to 11 damage from Jimmy.
Hey, who says the beast is coming at you?
Because if I don't have any blockers.
I'll tell you what, I can take care of the big beastie there for you. What?
You can take care of the big thing?
Yeah, I'll take care of the big thing for
Okay, I appreciate that.
you.
Okay,
I'll call in a favor later.
okay, deal.
Jeez.
So pretty simple deal. I will take care of Jimmy's creature, and then Josh will owe me something in return. A get out of jail free card, if you will.
All right, I'm gonna start off by tapping 5. I'm gonna play Peiko, Arcane Retriever.
cute.
Paco. So that's gonna trigger partner, and I'll go find Haldan, Avid Arcanist, and put that into my hand.
Wow.
Man, this partner with combo is pretty scary. Paco's gonna swing out and basically draw Josh 4 cards. Then Haldan gives him the ability to cast them out of exile. So that's a huge amount of card advantage. Not to mention, Paco is gonna be growing and growing over this entire time.
And then I will go to combat, and Jimmy, I'm gonna swing at you with both creatures.
Okay.
So on attack, Paco will trigger, and everybody exile the top card of their library. So I'll put fetch counters on Tyam, Luminous Enigma, Fertilid, Jace, Architect of Thought, and Astral Drift.
Wow, are you kidding me?
Come on.
I didn't have a choice about it.
I know, but that hurts right there.
All right, and then I'll exile these cards with a fetch counter. And then 2 of those are not creatures, so Paco gets 2 1/1 counters. And that's now a 5/5.
Dang.
Yikes.
Okay, so that is 9 damage total. Ow. So the 31. And 4 of that is commander damage.
Oof.
How you like me now, Jimmy? Your creatures aren't the only ones that can get bigger. And then I will tap 3, and I will play Haldan, Avid Arcanist.
So good.
And I will pass the turn.
All right, I will untap and I will draw for turn.
So Josh and Jimmy are in like full blood war mode. Like Jimmy's hitting him and Josh is giving it right back. It's funny to watch because I'm sitting at 40 life and both of them are just like slowly ticking down. So it's a good position to be in.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. I'll go to combat. I will swing Kazur at you, Alias, and the rest of my creatures at Josh. All right, well, these two have made the deal against me, so there's not much I can do about that. I'm just gonna keep swinging, force it out of their hands.
All right, I will uphold my deal and I will blood curdle your big monster thing.
Oh gosh.
Sweet.
The ever playful Otrimi is gonna go into the command zone.
Then my next Weaver will get Menace.
Okie dokie.
Ability counters are so cool.
They are.
Yeah, that's a cool concept.
Okay.
Okay, blocking time.
I have no blocks. And I will go down to 24.
I'll take 3. Go down to 33.
Okay, that's gonna trigger Kazur, and both of these creatures are gonna get a +1/+1 counter.
Pretty good.
Yikes.
This is awesome. Ailey lives up to her side of the bargain, gets rid of Jimmy's commander. I only take a little bit of damage. I'm feeling a lot better about this game now.
All right, I'm going to just pass the turn to you, Alias.
All right, untap.
I'm really scared of that card advantage engine Josh just made with that Haldan, so I hope that someone else removes it, but if they don't, I need to be ready to pull the trigger myself. It doesn't feel good, but I think it's what I have to do.
At the beginning of upkeep, Nyx Weaver's gonna mill 2 planes and a Bonder's Ornament.
Nice.
And then draw for turn. Alrighty, now's probably not the time to do it, but I'm getting impatient, so I'm going to cast Kathril Aspect Warper.
Oh,
Very nice.
So in my graveyard, I've just got 1 creature so far, and it is the Hornet Queen. So I'll give the Death Touch to the Nyx Weaver, and flying to Kathril. He'll also become a 5/5.
Ailey really able to customize her creatures here, choose where she wants the abilities to go. She suddenly has a 5/5 flyer. She has a really good blocker. This is a pretty average case or even weak scenario for her commander, and yet it's still pretty good.
And then, I don't want to attack into anyone, so I'm going to pass turn to you.
Untap, draw. And I won't get a kitty because it's my first draw of the turn.
bummer.
I'll play Martial Impetus, and I will target Kathril.
Whoa, what?
You may think it's a little weird that I'm buffing her creature, but it's got the goad effect. It can't attack me, and it has to attack every turn. So now this is Josh and Jimmy's problem, it's not my issue.
This is a new cycle of cards from the Ikoria precons, and it's almost like it's better than Cassius removing it. Because of Goad, it can't attack him. So rather than kill the thing, he turned it into a weapon that's now working for him.
Let's see here. Josh, I will make you a deal right now.
Okay.
If you swing at me with a smaller creature,
Yeah?
then I will not swing at you for 6 right now.
Will you not eat my smaller creature when I swing?
I will not eat your smaller creature as well.
All right, deal.
All right.
So Cassius and I make a deal here where I'm basically gonna swing into him with a creature he can block for free just so he can draw a card. This is good for me because I already made a deal with Ailey, and now I'm making a deal with another player at the table, and my only antagonist is now Jimmy, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. I will play Azorius Chancery and bounce an island to my hand. I'll move to attack step. I will swing at Jimmy with 2 dinosaur cats.
Okay, well, team up on Jimmy has begun. I will take 4 and go to 27.
That's so not true at all.
I mean, you just have no blockers. Like, that's the way it goes.
Is that it for you?
Yeah, no, I will pass my turn.
Okay, I know Josh is already coming at me with a bunch of damage, so I'm going to cast Beast Within targeting Howdan. I just hope that this act of goodwill does not go forgotten.
Okay, so Howdan will be destroyed. And in his place, I will make a Cassius Beast token.
That's nice.
So he kills my Howdan, which is kind of a big blow because that was what was giving me access to the cards that were exiled by Paco. I was counting on that card advantage to really get me through the mid game here. So that hurts. Okay, and that's it?
Yeah.
Then I will untap and I will draw. All right, Cash, I will uphold our deal. I will attack you with yourself, the Beast token. And then Jimmy, I will attack you with my commander and Paco. So there's 2 triggers, Paco and Isperia. So Cash, you get to draw first.
All right, draw.
And then everybody got to exile the top card of their library. I put a fetch counter on them. So I get a Dual Caster Mage, Psychosis Crawler, Island, and Death Sprout. And 2 of them are non-creatures. So Paco will become a 7/7.
Ooh, wow.
Those will all be exiled with a fetch counter on them. Unfortunately, have no way for that to matter anymore. So even though I don't have Howdan anymore, so I can't cast those cards that are being exiled by Paco, it's still good because he's still growing, and he's pretty big at this point. Okay, now we go to blocks.
Sure.
I will block the 3/3 Beast with Gavi.
They'll bounce off each other.
All right. I have no blocks, so I'll take 11 and go to 16. Oh, geez.
Okay, then I'm gonna play Halimar Depths, which will trigger, and I will look at the top 3 cards in my library and then put them back in any order.
That's pretty good.
So I'll put them back like that. And then my deck is about instants, so I suppose that I'll just pass the turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap and draw for the turn. I will play a Dismal Backwater and gain a life. Woo!
Here you go.
Wow, things got really hairy really fast for me. Not only am I at the lowest life total, but everyone at the table has done some kind of deal that isn't in my favor. I think it's time to reach out and maybe calm the waters a little bit. Josh, do you want to end the blood feud?
Yeah. I mean, it's costing us both because I'm down to like 3 cards.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, the war has temporarily ended.
Like hostilities could come back, but
At
just
any
like,
time, yeah.
We're taking a breather. So this little feud with Jimmy has taken its toll on both of us. Our life totals are low, especially Jimmy's, so if he's willing to hit the pause button, I am too. Because if we're just concentrating on each other, it really is beneficial to Alien Cash.
So I'm going to tap 5 mana and cast Animus Awakening for X equals to 4.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
This card's a bit risky right now because I don't actually know what's on the top of my deck. And what if I hit 0 lands off it? I don't have the best luck on this show. So I reveal the top 4 cards of my library, put all land cards among them on the battlefield tapped.
Oh, come on!
3 lands and a Manascape Refractor.
You got 3 off of it?
Heck yeah, let's go! These 3 lands will enter the battlefield tapped. One of them was Thornwood Falls, so that will give me a life. And then the Manascape Refractor will go to the bottom of my library. Hey, not bad. I got 3 lands out of the top 4 cards. This puts me up a bunch of mana. It's gonna give me a lot more flexibility. I'm really glad that I made that deal with Josh now. That's gonna do it for me. I'll pass the turn to you, Alias.
Thank you. I'll untap. Next we will trigger. Mill 2.
Any keywords?
Hexproof.
Okay, hexproof.
Oof.
Draw for turn. And then I'm getting a little bit concerned about this card draw cat creation nonsense over here, Cash. So I'm gonna cast Predatory Impetus on my Nyxweaver.
Ooh.
Ruh-roh.
So my plan here is to enchant my own creature, make it so it has to be blocked. It's got Death Touch and Menace, so whatever it swings into, it's gonna kill. My target is Cash and his creatures.
You never like to hear when a player is like not feeling your side of the board and feels like they need to do something, but got a little trick up my sleeve, some new fire from the commander set. Response, I will cast Fierce Guardianship. And it will cost me no mana because I control my commander.
Whoa.
Wait, it's free? Okay, wow, this is one of, if not the best new cards from the Commander Precons this year. It's a free counter spell if you have your commander out. It's really good for Cassius in this situation, obviously, but I just can't wait to get this card and put it into all my commander decks. Wow.
Well, I can't do anything about that, so yeah, you counter my thing. All right, that kind of screws up my plans, so Plan B, you got any reach?
I don't.
Well, I'm gonna move to combat and I'm going to attack Jimmy with my Kathril.
Okay, I can't block, so that means I'll take 6 commander damage. And I'll go to 12. Oh boy.
I don't want to do anything else, so turn's yours.
Untap and drop. And then I will play Shabraz, the Sky Shark.
Sky Shark.
Nice.
So if Cash's deck behaves, this thing is gonna get so many counters on, it's gonna get so much life. Could be a threat, gotta keep an eye on that one.
I mean, I'm not even sure what to say about this card. I guess maybe I'm distracted by the fact that it's a flying shark.
Da-dum.
Da-dum.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun,
Da-dum,
dun, dun,
da-dum,
dun,
da-dum,
dun,
da-dum,
dun,
da-dum,
dun,
da-dum, da-dum,
dun.
And because it is partnered with Braylon Sky Shark Rider, I will go and search for Braylon. Put that in my hand.
Makes sense.
I'll declare attack step.
Sure.
Okay.
And I will swing Aspera at Josh.
Okay, and it's a 6/4?
It is a 6/4.
All right, before damage, I'm gonna tap 5, and I'm gonna play Prophetic Bolt, targeting Hesperia.
That's not nice.
And then Kalamax is gonna copy it, because it's my first instant spell.
Well, no, I don't like that.
So obviously I gotta kill that big flyer that's attacking me, but I think I also wanna get rid of that Death Touch Reach Spider that Ailey's got, because it's just making everybody scared to attack her, and if they're scared to attack her, they're more likely to attack me.
Don't touch my spider. Don't touch my spider.
I sort of wanna kill that
think this spider's
the shields
pretty
down
dangerous.
you.
I'm calling my favor. No killing spider.
Oh, she did it.
She did.
Okay.
Hold on, Josh. Just a second there. Remember that deal we made? I'm cashing in my get out of jail free card, and you do not kill my spider. No touchy.
I forgot about that. Okay. I will honor my deal.
Okay.
And I'll do the shark.
Wow. You serious?
I mean, it was coming at me.
See you, bro. That's
Yeah.
fine. So Josh gets rid of both my flyers and my only real draw engine on the board. This is not cool. This sucks.
Okay, and then I will look at the top 4 cards in my library and put 1 in my hand and the rest on the bottom. But I will do that twice for the 2 prophetic bolts.
That's so good.
I'm gonna put this one in my hand, these 3 on the bottom, then I'm gonna do that again.
Jeez.
So good.
And then I'm gonna put this one into my hand and put these 3 onto the bottom.
All right.
And Kalamax gets a +1/+1 counter because I copied an instant, so it's now 5/5.
Yeah, that's all right. We can deal with that.
So this works out really, really well for me. I get rid of 2 problematic permanents on the board. I draw the best 2 cards off the top 8 cards in my library. Kalamax gets a little bit bigger. So this is a really good turn of events. I will untap and I will draw. I won't attack you.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
That feels fair.
And now I'm not like as upset.
I'm gonna start off by tapping 4 and playing Niblis of Frost.
Nice.
Yikes.
This is a deceptively good card, I think, in this deck because you can tap down your opponent's creatures, which makes it easier to attack with Kalamax, and you need him tapped to get his ability going. So I think this is a really good card. And then I'm gonna play Shiny Impetus,
Oh, another one.
and I'm gonna target your Kathril Aspect Warper.
Cool. Getting all the
So right
impetus.
now that can only attack Jimmy.
And it is a 8/8 flyer. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so Cassius has goaded Alias's creature, and then Josh goaded Alias's creature. So now the only person that can actually attack is me. Of course.
All right, and then I'm gonna go to combat. And Ailey, I'm sorry, but you have the next scariest board. So
That's fine.
I'm gonna swing at you with everything.
Okay.
So there's a trigger on Paco. Everybody got to exile the top card of their library. So 3 of those are non-creatures, and Paco is now a 10/10.
Yikes.
Those will all be exiled with a fetch counter on them. All right, so before blockers, I'm gonna tap 2, and I'm gonna play Tribute to the Wild, which says each opponent sacrifices an artifact or enchantment.
Nice.
I don't like that.
So Kalamax has to be tapped in order to double your instance. But what you can do is attack, and then before blocks are declared, cast your instance because he's now tapped. So that's an instant trigger prowess. And now there are 2 triggers. So I'll stack it so Niblis of Frost goes off first. I'm gonna actually target your commander with that cash. So it will tap and not untap during the next untap step.
Oh man.
And then Kalamax will actually copy the Tribute to the Wild. So each of you will have to sacrifice either 2 artifacts, 2 enchantments, or 1 of each.
No.
Okay, hold on. Before that resolves, I will tap 3 mana and play a Portal Mage.
Oh, okay, good. I thought it was gonna counter. Wait, what's that do again?
One of ETBs. I'll make your commander attack Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, so he can block and kill it?
That's the plan, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can't do anything about that. So, Kalamax is now attacking Jimmy.
Ooh, boy.
So Jimmy has enough on his board to double block and kill Josh's commander, which is good for everybody at the table, I think.
However, there's still the 2 tributes to the wild that still have to go off, so.
I have nothing to sack, so I'm gonna pass over to you, Alias.
My next Weaver is unfortunately an enchantment. So that's dead finally for you guys.
Oh.
I will sacrifice Ralgren Crystal and then Martial Impetus because I still control that.
Oh, finally, a card that doesn't just hose me, and even better, it gets rid of Cassius's enchantment on Ailey's creature, so she doesn't have to attack me anymore. This is great. Maybe I can dodge it for 1 turn and live a little longer than I thought I would. Okay.
Okay, and then Kalamax will get a +1 counter. It is now a 6/6 because I copied an instant.
Okay.
We're back to combat, except for Kalamax is coming at Jimmy.
I guess now that I have a chance to block Kalamax, thank you, Cassius, I will double block it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Cool.
All right, so I'll order the blockers with Kazur first.
Okay. So Kazura will die?
Yeah, and so will Kalamax, and I'll put him back in the command zone. And then the Beast and Paco are coming at Alias.
All right, no blocks from me.
You will take
13. I go down to 20. Ow.
Pretty good.
Ooh.
Right now, I'm not feeling super good. I've only got my commander out. He has to attack every turn, so I have no defense. Feels bad.
So at the end of this turn, I'm actually not feeling that great. I don't have very many cards in my hand. My commander's not on the board, so my main game plan is not online, and I'm tapped out. I don't know if this attack ended up being really good for me. And that's all I can do, so I'll pass the turn, Jimmy.
Okay, well, things have certainly changed in 1 turn cycle. I'll untap, I'll draw for turn. Well, I will cast Tidal Barracuda. Barracuda. This card is really, really, really cool. It gives a Vidalcan Orrery type effect to everyone around the table, but it also makes you untouchable during your turns. That means your spells can't be countered, no one can interact with your board while you're doing stuff. I think it's gonna shift how everyone plays around the table, but most importantly, maybe they're finally gonna stop doing stuff to me.
Having flash is great. Everybody having flash is not that great because it's scary to attack. They can flash anything into block. Everyone's just gonna leave up their mana and pass the turn. I think this is just gonna get annoying.
All right, Josh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing at you for 5. The war's begun again.
Yeah. We did say it was a temporary.
Yeah. It
halting
was
of
like 1
hostilities.
turn-ish.
I take 5 and I go to 19.
And then I'll pass turn.
All right, I'll untap, draw for turn. And now I have to attack anyone except Josh.
Correct.
Josh gets a treasure when you do.
Okay, seeing as you gave us all flash, I'm not gonna do anything, but we're gonna move to combat, and I'm going to attack you, Jimmy, for 7.
Oh gosh.
So there's an attack trigger. I get a treasure from the shiny impetus.
Pretty good.
I think if I don't do this, I'm gonna die. I'm going to tap 3 and flash out Reclamation Sage, and I will blow up the shiny impetus.
What?
Okay, I can't block the creature, but I can reduce the damage a little bit, which I think is totally worth it here because I'm already so low. Not to mention that if Ailey wants to, she can finally attack Josh next turn with it. So I'm only gonna take 5 damage instead now. Ugh.
Wow.
Cool.
And I'll go to 7.
This brings Jimmy to the brink of death. I've got big flyers. I'm not worried about him. I'm pretty sure I can take care of him in the next round.
Nothing else on my turn, go for cash.
Okay, I will untap, but my commander will stay tapped. I will remove this coin and drop. All right, I'll move to attacks, and Ellie, I will swing at you with the cats and Portal Mage.
Oh, man.
My life total's not horribly low at this point, but I'd prefer not to take that damage, so I'm gonna show Cash a sweet new card that I've got up my sleeve.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Obscuring Haze for free. because I control my commanders, so
Free
Very
fog.
good.
free fog.
Free fog.
Seems
Interesting.
decent.
Wow.
The reason why fogs are really good is because in Commander, a lot of times people just go off and then they only end up swinging at you one time, but it only takes that one time. So being able to waste somebody's attack step is really valuable. Very nice. I'll pass my turn.
Man, those force cards are so good.
Yeah.
I'll untap. I'll draw. I would love to attack Ailey for a little bit here because she is getting a little scary, but she's got all her mana untapped and she can play things at flash speed, so it's just too scary. I can't go at her. Go to combat.
Okay.
We'll share some love, but Cash, you're at 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cash, I'm going to swing at you with Paco, and Jimmy, Niblis of Frost, is coming at you for 3 in the air.
Okay, trigger on Paco.
Everybody got to exile the top card of their library. I put a fetch counter on them. So 2 of those are non-creatures, so I'll get 2 counters on Paco. So it's a 12-12 now.
I feel like this dog has never whiffed.
But it definitely has sniffed.
So now we'll go to blocks.
I have no blocks. Take 12, go to 28.
And I have no blockers, I'll take 3 damage. And go to 4. Dang. Oh, all of a sudden my hopes of continuing to survive in this game have just all but left. Maybe they'll just see me in the corner crying, sad and lonely and just forget about me. That's my plan. That's the best plan I can come up with now.
And then, I guess, stuff has flash, so Jimmy, enjoy yourself.
At the end of your turn, Josh, I'm gonna tap 3 and flash out Ukima, Stalking Shadow.
Seems decent.
Game life important.
This card can gain me a little bit of life here, but I don't have any way to really pump it or sacrifice it. It's pretty much all I can do right now, so I just gotta cross my fingers and hope it works.
Also, on Josh's end step, because I can't do anything on yours, I would like to cast Unbreakable Bond and get something back from my graveyard.
Oh, nice.
Oh, to the battlefield with a lifelink counter.
That's
Hornet Queen?
Ruh-roh.
You called it. Hornet Queen. It'll enter the battlefield with a lifelink counter on it and create 4 1/1 insect tokens.
That's just my life.
The very first card I got into my graveyard is now coming back hot. Hornet Queen on the battlefield, 4 1/1 tokens with it. So now I've got this line of death touchers. Anything that attacks into me is gonna die, anything I attack into is dead too, so I'm feeling real safe at this moment.
Oh no, 1 big flyer? Sure, maybe I could have found a blocker or a way to remove it, but 5 new creatures in the air that can all swing at me? I really gotta get desperate here because if I can't stop that, that is definitely gonna take me out.
That was a play.
Josh, I never want to attack
Maybe
you
you should have
again.
attacked somebody else.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap and draw my card for the turn. Okay, so I'm definitely dead to Ailey's board here, but I do have 1 card in my hand. Maybe I can pull off a miracle, so I just gotta hope it works out. Okay, I have 11 mana, so I'm just gonna tap all of it. Ooh. And I'm gonna cast Genesis Hydra for 9.
Oh.
All right.
I think that this is probably his best play. He gets to search the top 9 for an answer, something to help him get out of this really bad position.
Look, I'm not even sure what's in the deck that could potentially save me in this situation, but you gotta just hope for it. So let's see what we get. So I'm gonna reveal the top 9 cards in my library and I can cast a non-land permanent with CMC 9 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Nothing good here.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh gosh. Okay, so the 2 cards I'm looking at here are Propaganda and Mind Leecher. Here's the thing, regardless of what I play, Ailey is still gonna be able to kill me in the air. So I think blocking and trading with one of her best creatures is gonna be a lot better than just sort of making her use her mana. So I'm gonna go with the Mind Leecher. I'm gonna put Mind Leecher onto the battlefield. It's a 5/5 flyer. And the rest of the cards are gonna get shuffled back into my library.
Sweet. I mean, sure, it's a big guy, but I can deal with that.
This is just too bad because unfortunately 1 big flyer is not going to save Jimmy in this case. I'm actually not feeling great about the recent developments in the game. Ailey has slowly become the most scary player, and now I don't want Jimmy to go out because it feels like Cassius and I are going to need his help if we're going to equalize.
All right, you know what? Blaze of Glory, here comes Jimmy Wong. Go into combat.
Classic Jimmy.
I'm gonna swing these 3 creatures at you, Ailey.
Me?
Yeah.
All right, I will block the 5/5 with one of my little death touchers.
Okay. Sorry, Cash. He did good, though.
You did.
Take 4, down to 16.
And that's it for me. Pass turn to you, Ailey.
On your end step, I'm gonna crack my Myriad Landscape. I'll find 2 swamps. and put them on the battlefield tapped.
Nice.
All right, untap. Draw for turn.
What?
We don't like that noise at all.
No, you don't. I'm gonna cast Selective Adaptation.
Oh man.
That's super good.
Selective Adaptation is a new card with the commander set, and it is so sweet. It's gonna put a card in my battlefield, it's gonna put cards in my hand, and it's gonna put cards in my graveyard. That is everything that my deck wants to do, so yeah, I'm keen to fire this off.
So grab the top 7 cards.
Alias already has the best board position. Let's hope she doesn't get anything too bad. Fingers crossed.
All right, let's see what I got.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
So the cards without keywords go into the graveyard. Soul of Innistrad and Solemn Recruit into my hand. And then Sunblast Angel is coming down hot.
That's terrible.
When it enters the battlefield, destroy all tapped creatures.
Okay.
Sorry, Cash.
Yeah,
Perfect
can't do
timing.
anything about it.
That's not nice.
Wow, this is about the worst thing I could think of. That just wipes my board, wipes Cash's board. Ailey's board is still intact. Jimmy's about to die. I don't think this could get any worse.
I mean, my board state wasn't much, but it was something, but now it's nothing.
Things couldn't be going better. I mean, I've got an absolutely monstrous board state. I feel like at this point, this game is mine to lose.
When Ukima leaves the battlefield, it deals X damage to target player and they gain X life, where X is its power. So I'm gonna deal 2 to you, Ailey, and I'm gaining 2 life.
I take 2. I go to 14.
Now we'll go to 6. Hold on, this is actually really good for me because when Ukima dies, I gain 2 life and I can block her biggest flyer and she can only hit me for 5, which means I go to 1. So am I gonna actually live here? If I do, that's an absolute miracle, but holy crap, Ukima, that 2 life is gonna be huge.
All right, move to combat.
Okay.
Jimmy, Kathril, and an insect are coming at you. And then the 3 other bugs are coming at you, Cash.
Okay.
Before blockers are assigned, I'm going to cast D-Spark to get rid of your flyer.
Aw man, 4 or greater.
Oh no, no flying blockers.
Why do I even bother talking? You know, it just seems to get me in trouble these days. So there goes all my hopes and dreams. Goodbye, cruel world.
Okay, well, with no blockers, Jimmy is definitely getting KO'd, so what we gotta do is cast our spells before he's gone while we still have flash.
Before combat damage, I'm going to tap for 6 and play Locust God.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
I thought I was the only bug generator.
Yeah, it's a bug showdown.
So Locust God is scary because with just a little bit of synergy, he can start generating so many tokens and I won't be able to get through to kill him. This is a very powerful card and it's a very big problem.
Before Jimmy dies, I'm also gonna flash out something, a Nascent Metamorph.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So this is a new card from this set and it's super interesting. When you attack or block, you don't know what it's going to become. I think this is actually good for me in this situation. We've seen a lot of people get lucky on this episode and I think now it's my turn. Hopefully I can get something cool.
All right, go to blocks.
I will not block with Locust God. And I will go down to 24 life.
All right.
I will also not block, but not because I have a choice. I will take 6 and go to 0.
See you later, Jimmy.
Bye-bye. So I get killed by a bunch of bzzz.
Ow, ow, what the? Oh, that one killed me.
Alrighty, I gain 2 up to 16. That's gonna be my turn. Go for it, Cash.
All right, untap and draw. I will trigger Locust God, and I will get Flying Bug.
Bug.
So now it's down to 3 players and it's kind of 2v1. Cassius and I gotta team up and quick if we're gonna have any chance here.
Josh, I feel like this is kind of a bonding together moment that we...
Yeah, she's definitely more scared.
This is scary.
I know, but...
Not scary. This is bugs on demand.
But we know you just drew 2 other cards, one with double strike.
And one of them gets cards back from the graveyard.
Yeah,
too.
So we're not really feeling too bad for you right now. I'm gonna tap for 4 and use the Locust God's ability to draw and discard. Then I'll make another bug. And then I will use Locust God's ability again to draw and discard a card.
Okay.
Make another bug. So looting for 4 is not great for me at this point, but I need to find answers. I really gotta find something to deal with her board state. I'm also getting an insect out of it, so I'll be able to block her stuff. It's not a bad play. I will pass my turn.
Okay, I will untap, I will draw. I'm gonna warn you, I am going to be a very little help.
This thing might be cool.
Yeah, well, who knows what I get? I'm definitely swinging with it. So we're gonna go to combat, and I'm gonna swing the Nascent Metamorph at Ali.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're gonna roll the dice. Now the question is which deck? So Cash's deck has a bunch of cycling cards, and I don't know what the creature quality is. However, Alias's deck, it's all about monsters with keywords. So she's the one that's most likely to give me something huge and cool, something that'll turn around this game for me. So, Ali,
Yeah.
you're gonna reveal cards until we hit a creature. Come on, something big, something with some value on it. Come on, something that does a lot of damage.
Please don't hit anything good. Please don't hit anything good. Please don't hit anything good.
Okay. Soul Ring.
Come on.
That's so trash.
So my Nascent Metamorph becomes a Sakura Tribe Elder. There probably wasn't really too many worse hits in her deck, right? Like this has gotta be one of the worst ones in this situation.
Sorry for you, Josh.
Yeah, do you wanna block?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, in response, I'll sacrifice my Sakura Tribe Elder. I'll find a forest, and I'll put it onto the battlefield.
Dude, so much value. This is the classic Josh Lee Kwai engine right here in action.
And then, yeah, I don't have anything else I can do, so I'm gonna cast Kalamax for a second time for 6 mana.
Nice.
Lightning Butt is back. The unfortunate thing here is I don't have any more instants in my hand. In fact, I have only lands. My life total is also pretty low. It's likely she's gonna wanna take me out first. My chances in this game they're dwindling. Are you happy with our alliance?
I mean, look, hey, good times, bad times, you know, we're together in on this, you know. It's looking like Josh has run out of gas, and it's coming up on her turn. Her board state, we didn't affect her board state very much, if at all. So it's just not looking good.
Untap. Draw for turn. Gonna move to combat.
Yeah.
And Josh, I'm coming at ya.
Okay.
Kathril, Hornet Queen, Sunblast, Angel, and an Insect.
Well, I have no flyers, so how much is that?
12 damage.
Okay, take 12. I will go to 7.
And then I'll gain 2.
Jeez.
And then second main phase, I'm going to cast Soul of Innistrad.
Oh, that's not great.
This card is super cool. Not only is it a massive death toucher, it also has a really sweet activated ability that lets me fish cards back from my graveyard and put them into my hand. So I'm just gonna smother these two with card advantage.
Oh my gosh.
You're paying 4 to loot,
good
and
timing.
she's like 5 to just straight up get a creature into the hand.
Well,
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn for now, so go for cash.
I will untap, draw, and trigger. I will get another book.
Nice.
I'm going to tap 4, activate Locust God's ability to draw and discard. Locust God triggers on draw, I'll get another bug.
$5.
$5.
That's a force.
Here's the thing, when somebody's using 4 mana to just draw a card and discard a card, the fact that they're doing that tells you that they don't have anything good in their hand. The one thing I'll say is he's got a token deck. It's built to take advantage of having a lot of creatures. He maybe has a pump spell somewhere in there, in which case with all those flyers he's making, it's possible he could steal the game. He might be in a better position than it looks like.
Then I will tap for 5 and play Spellpeer Phoenix. When it ETBs, you may return instant or sorcery card with cycling ability from your graveyard.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't have anything, so I cannot.
Oh, you're just playing it as a 4/2?
Yeah, it's a 4/2 flyer.
Dude, that sucks.
Like, it's pretty terrible. Yeah, so playing this Phoenix right now and getting nothing from it seems really bad, but I need blockers, so I need flying blockers. My only plan right now is to just stay alive and try and find some answers. And then I'm gonna declare my attack step and swing 5 bugs at Ali.
All right, no blocks. I take 5. Ow! Not the face!
All right, take 5.
She is at 13.
At this point, I'm a little bit concerned about these locusts because it looks like Cash's gameplay now is just swarm me with these little critters. I'm ahead right now, but if he rips a pump spell off the top of his library, then that could spell bad news for me. I need to close this thing out and quickly.
I'll pass turn, yeah.
All right, I will untap. I will draw. Can I just attack with both and be like, whatever? Because I'm dead.
Anything you do at this point is just like extra, honestly.
Ali, I'm gonna go to combat and I'm gonna swing at you with a 4/4 and a 3/3.
All right.
I don't have any flyers, so I definitely can't stop her from killing me next turn. So this is just me trying to do any damage I can to Alias on the way out.
I will block both. 4/4 with the 6/6 and the other one with the 1/1.
All right, the beast and the insect will trade. My commander will just die.
Sweet.
I'll put it in the command zone. And then I'll play the last card out of my hand, Solemn Simulacrum. Because what I need is more lands. I will waste everyone's time, and I will search for a forest, put it into play tapped.
Yeah, so Josh is no help at all. I think I'd have a better chance in this game if Josh could help me out just a little bit, but I mean, he's really got nothing for me at this point.
And then I guess, feels kind of pointless, but I will replay Kalamax for the third time for 8 mana.
Cool.
Okay, and then I will pass to the turn.
All right, on your end step, I'm going to activate my Soul of Innistrad's ability and return 3 target creature cards from my graveyard to my hand.
It's 3?
Yep. Which are Soulflayer, Nyx Weaver, and Slippery Bogwander.
Wow.
Oh, this is bad. So, yeah, she effectively just draws 3 cards because she gets 3 cards from her graveyard, puts it into her hand. This is a level of card advantage that I just don't think Cash is going to be able to keep up with. This is going to be tough.
All right, untap. Draw for turn. Sir, I'm going to kill you now if that is all right by you.
So Josh is almost dead. I need to kill him, steal Josh, and then we turn our attention to Cash.
Okay, combat.
Yep.
All right, Josh, I'm coming at you with Kathril and the Hornet Queen, and Cassius, I'm coming at you with the Soul of Innistrad.
All right, I have no cards. I have no flying blockers. I will take exactly 7 and die. And then I die to a bunch of flyers. No!
I have no blocks, and I will take 6 damage.
And I gain 2 life.
So Josh is out of it, and it's me and Ailey one-on-one. I think that if I can draw the right card, I could really get back into this game. I could steal this one, but it's going to take some careful gameplay.
Second main phase, I'm going to cast Nyx Weaver yet again. The bug is back.
So the little spider's back on the battlefield, and once again, doesn't look like much, but I think he's gonna be a pretty key part in how I win this game.
And that's gonna be my turn, so go for it.
I'm gonna untap all my stuff, and then I will draw for turn. Locust God will trigger, and I will get another insect.
I'm a little frightened of these bugs, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to activate Locust God's ability to draw and discard, and get 1 more bug.
7 insects now?
7 insects.
Oh boy.
And then I'll tap for 4 and play Braylon, Sky Shark Rider.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yikes.
Okay, well, this is interesting. So now whenever Cassius loots, it's going to trigger Braylon, and it'll do damage to Ailey. And her life total is actually pretty low. Plus, when Cassius does that, he's making a blocker, which is going to give him time to maybe get some extra turns, so that damage could add up. He might be able to grind her down. It's possible.
All right, I think I just passed the turn.
Okay, on your end step,
I don't like those words.
I'm going to tap 3 for the exile effect on Nyx Weaver and return target card from my graveyard to my hand. I want to return D-Spark.
Wow, that is... Wow.
This little guy's awesome. He blocked everything, he threatened people, and he got back my kill spell in the end. What a champion.
And then I would like to target your Locust God with D-Spark.
I will exile my Locust God. Oh man.
Yay, no more bugs.
So this stops my whole plan. Braylon at this point is useless. I mean, I'm not looting anymore, so there's no discard, there's no damage. Plus, I'm not making any more blockers, so that light at the end of the tunnel, it's not looking so bright anymore. It is your go.
Cool. Untap and draw my card for turn. All right. Well, let's get swinging, shall we? Move to combat. I'm swinging at you with these 4 creatures, Cash.
Okay, so I'll block the Soul of Braylon. I'll put an insect in front of Kathril, and then I will put another insect in front of the Sunblast Angel. Braylon will die, and my 2 insects will die.
Cool, so you take 2?
Take 2 from Hornet Queen.
I gain 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, second main phase, I'm going to cast a Chroma, Angel of Wrath. Flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, basically word soup.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
There's a lot of words and a lot of abilities on this card, but the one thing that matters most is protection from red. All of Cash's creatures are red. There's not many ways I can think of that he can stop his creatures, so he was dead before, but now he's just extra dead.
Oh boy.
She's just playing huge thing after huge thing. That seems to be a good strategy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
No more on my turn. Go for it.
Board wipe?
So it's looking really bad at the beginning of this turn. My only hopes is to top deck a board clear. Untap all my lands and draw for turn. That's definitely not it. All right, well,
Bummer.
play Niv Mizzet.
Oh.
Would have been a lot better with Locust got out.
Yeah.
Thank goodness I got rid of that Locust God when I did, because if Niv Mizzet was on the battlefield too, whoo boy, things would have gotten out of hand real quickly.
It's a great card regardless, but I really don't have enough on the board to synergize with it. So, I mean, it's not going to do enough to keep me alive. And then I'll play the last card in my hand, which is Crystalline Resonance.
Yeah, that card's not super great when it's the last card in your hand.
Yeah.
I haven't drawn a cycling card since like turn 5, so I'm basically just playing it because it's all I have. Yeah, this is not looking good for your boy. I will pass my turn.
All right, untap all the things. Drop a turn. All right, before combat, I want to cycle Void Beckoner just to see what's on top of my library and put the Death Touch counter on Sunblast Angel.
She's got more cycle cards than I do.
Draw a card. Okay, then I'm going to cast Daring Fiendbonder, which I just yoinked off the top of the library.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So now I'm just in full-on swing mode. I want to kill Cash as quick as I can. I don't want him finding any answers, so it's go time. Everything in.
All right, I am swinging at you with everything. Roar!
Are indeed. Okay. I'm gonna block the Hornet Queen with the Phoenix, and then I'll block my 5 bugs versus your 5 biggest creatures. Minus a Chroma because she has protection from red. All my stuff dies. Some of yours.
Cool.
Wow.
And I take 7 damage.
I gain 2 from Hornet Queen. Yep, that's it for me. Pass turn.
I'm not really worried at this point, because even if he does draw into a board wipe, I've got so many ways to bring creatures back from my graveyard, and I still have a full hand of cards, so we're sitting pretty.
This is gonna have to be a heck of a card right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna untap all my lands and draw for turn. When I draw my card for turn, Niv Mizzet triggers, and I will deal 1 damage to your insect. Whatever the answer was, I didn't draw it, but I have 1 more draw from Niv Mizzet. All right, so I guess I'll just activate Niv Mizzet and see what I can get. Draw a card. Niv Mizzet will do 1 damage to your face.
All right. I take 1 damage to my face.
So I draw that card, and that also was not the answer. All right, kill me however you're gonna kill me. I will pass turn.
Gonna untap everything. I will draw a card. All right, and without messing around, I am swinging in at you with everything.
Good game, good game.
So I really died to Soul Innistrad, but like, what does it look like? Does it just rip the soul out of you? Oh!
And then I swing with everything and win the game. So this is my first time on game nights, and it's been an absolute blast. Such cool people to play Magic with. It was great.
It's really exciting that Ikoria is releasing alongside the Commander products, because that means that you are free to build around one of the brand new mechanics.
We've got Mutate, the ability counter keyword. It means that you really can play with the best of the newest stuff. There's gonna be a lot to do in this set.
Every year I get excited about the Commander product because I know there's gonna be some new gems in there, stuff that I know that I'll put in my decks, and I'm always excited to see new, fresh commanders.
It's been an awesome experience, and I'd love to do it again. I hope I get invited back, and the fact that I killed both Jimmy and Josh doesn't count negatively in my favor.
You're never coming back.